I can do a stage show with, in the end, I do life-size larger silhouette for you on the stage.
That is perfect.
Yeah.
She's booked.
She's booked here. Hello and welcome to another very interesting video. I hope you guys are having fun watching all of these videos, but today I got something very special. I want to introduce you to a good friend of mine, Megumi. Thank you for taking the time to come down and do this video. Now, Megumi is a silhouette artist, which is a very different art form. I'll let her explain to you everything about this wonderful art form. I absolutely love this, and it's really hard to do, but let's start with how did you get into silhouette cutting?
Where can I start? You have to be able to paint and drawing first. Okay. You have a good eye to capture that model you are going to be cut or painting. Then turn into the scissors is another practice you need.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means I studied the paint and drawing is really like really small. Okay. Then when I went to the honeymoon, to the Tokyo Disneyland.
Okay.
Then I saw that this lady doing the silhouette. Then I thought, wow, I might do that. And then I did try that same night back home.
Right.
I did try what she did, and I discovered that, wow, I can do it. You see.
In one go?
Yes.
And how old were you at this time?
I don't want to say the age, but so many decades ago.
Right, okay. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And you tried this and you could do this.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, so then you decided to do this as a career or just hobby?
It's a festival I do in the Far East, and we have very popular act. It's called paper cutting act.
Right.
We cut the nature, flowers and animals and everything, but I never tried that human. I discovered in the West is silhouette is a very popular form.
Right.
Then I start with the corporate parties doing the paper cutting to entertain. Then gradually introduce the silhouette is also be entertained. Then agent is first of all didn't believe it. And then little by little tried it, and then this silhouette is much more become popular than original my paper cutting act.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you decided to do silhouettes full time.
Yeah.
And is that your only job you've been doing, or do you do other things besides this?
Yes, and also, of course, I didn't give up my paper cutting act. I do occasionally on the stage act.
Yes.
It's do the much more larger paper to cut the forms and shapes, and then almost like people think, wow, magical. That's the very traditional. This is a traditional Japanese art. Yeah.
Trust me, I've seen her act on stage, and that's when I fell in love with Megumi. I was like, wow, this is amazing. That's when I met you, when I started following your work, and your music you chose, wonderful. The atmosphere you created, wonderful. You didn't need to speak too much. You let your hands do the talking, and I love that kind of work. So you told me that you're going to try and do a silhouette for me. Yeah. So that's quite interesting. I'm excited for that.
I need to put the glasses on.
And
then while talking, I can do
and just before you start, you know the scissors that you use.
Yes.
Is this a special kind of tool that you would need to
Yes.
They are called silhouette scissors.
Yes, silhouette scissors. They do have very particular scissors, but the blade is about inch long. It's a very short blade and a very long handle to it.
Right.
But this one is made in Japan. It is especially for the paper cutting act.
Right.
All the paper cutters act, we use the scissors. Yeah. Especially for paper, this one. Right. It doesn't blunt. If you're normal hairdresser's scissors and stuff, if you cut the paper, you ruin your blade. But this one is a very strong blade and then good for the paper cutting.
Oh, excellent, excellent. That's good. All right. Yeah. So you need me to face like this? Or?
Yeah, you have to talk sideways.
Okay. Done? Yeah. Wow, that was quick. That was really quick.
You posed it really nicely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at that ball. Check this out.
Gonna do the zoom on the camera. Look at that.
Then you have to show your sideways to the camera. So, then hold that.
Now, wow. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for this. This is
welcome.
amazing. Wow, wow, wow. Now, you are one of the very few silhouette artists in the country, right?
Yes.
And you work a lot. You travel around the world. So let's talk about how you travel around the world doing this. What are your best jobs you've done, or can you speak about? Because I know sometimes you work for royalty, and it's and it's hard to talk about some things because you sign an NDA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mostly overseas. I work Europe. That's mainly Europe.
Okay.
It's whatever company goes holding parties, I have to go. But the problem is when you're traveling, is this scissors.
Oh,
that's the most
I didn't
problem.
think of that. Right.
Yeah.
So that's because of in the airport and stuff.
Yeah. Then used to be have to go down the hall. Then say prayer, arrive.
Yes, of course. Because if you're right. But then, could you buy this in Europe somewhere? If you're, let's say, you're stuck and you don't have your luggage with you, what would you do?
Yeah. In that case, I have to bear it. You have to find the sharpest stationary scissors to do it. But this is work for my hand. It is needed. But lucky enough to be these days, the regulation is slightly softened. From this hinge is there.
Yeah.
From hinge to blade is under the 6 centimeter. You can take it to the cabin.
Oh, so that's so the law has changed with that. So that's why you've got scissors like this. Oh, that's great.
Now I can carry with hand luggage.
Another question I want to ask is, what if someone watching this right now says, you know what, I want to try my hand on silhouettes. How would they learn? Is there any book, or are you happy to share this information, or can they teach, can they learn from you? Do you do classes?
No, I don't. But I believe I think have enough book to how to do the silhouette. I think on the market.
And so there's a lot of books. Do you recommend any books or
no? No, not a lot.
Oh, not a lot. Okay.
Maybe a couple.
Okay.
Yeah, only because of the few people doing it, able to do it. It is also because of the market is so small. It's only one person I know is published how to do it.
Right.
But it's difficult.
Right. Okay.
Do people come up to me occasionally? Can you teach me? But these things is like a paint your painting to be artist. Can you teach how to paint? I can teach you, but how far you like to be is up to you.
How much you practice and the passion. You have to love what you do. That's the most important thing. And so where can people find you? I'm going to put your details, your website down below in the link of the video. But do you have any things coming up where people can see you? You have a show in London somewhere?
No, not that.
Maybe you could perform at Paul's thing once. He's got a monthly show, so we can try.
That's nice. I can do a stage show. With in the end, I do life-size larger silhouette for you on the stage.
That is perfect.
She's booked.
There we go.
Thank you.
So there you go. I do want to thank you for taking the time to come and do this interview. So thank you once again for this, Megumi. I want to thank Paul for filming behind the scenes. There we go. And don't forget to like and comment on this video. You know, let me know if you really enjoyed this, because this is just wonderful. Well, thank you for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone.
Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh, honey, though our friendship ceases from now on. If you can't say anything real nice, it's better not to talk at all, is my advice.
Oh, that's so good. That's phenomenal. Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, hold it to the camera. That is great.
Oh, that's so great. Thank you so much. Thank you.
はい、どういたしまして。